What's going on YouTube? Welcome to another MLB The Show 23 video. In today's video, we'll be talking about some of my favorite cards in set 2 in MLB The Show 23. This is not a tier list. We're just listing some of my favorite cards in set 2. Let's go ahead and get right into it. If you guys enjoy these type of videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn notifications on so you guys don't miss out on the next video. First thing we're gonna take a look at is the Incognito pack. So we're gonna take a look at some of the cards in the Incognito pack. We got Shane Bieber, Tony Clark, Anthony Rendon, Nick Castellanos, Aaron Luke, Trevor Story, and Johnny Damon. Now for this pack, my first two choices. Actually, my first choice out of this pack was Aaron Luke because lefty pitcher. We need lefty pitchers. 125 hits per nine. Gonna have those PCIs really small. 98 Ks per nine, 100 walks per nine. He's got sinker, cutter, circle, serve. Definitely can get the job done. And his pitching clutch is 125. So runners in scoring position, he's still going to have that clutch to have those smaller PCIs. Next one I like is between Anthony Rendon and Nick Castellanos. I really like Anthony Rendon. I've actually used him a few times, and he is really good with the over 100 plus contacts from both sides. 92 power from right, 104 versus left, and 123 clutch, and he's got 87 fielding in his primary position at third. We do have a lot of third basemen, so maybe not the move for you. So Nick Castellanos is another good move. 103, 115 contact, 102 power, 100 power with 112 clutch. Not the greatest fielding, so might want to be a DH or first baseman, but could get the job done. The rest of these cards, like Tony Clark, I just don't think cut it. Swing's not the great. Bieber doesn't have it. Trevor Story could be decent, maybe in a theme team to boost his contact and his power versus righties, because he's really good against lefties, but is going to struggle against righties on Hall of Fame and Legend. And Johnny Damon's got really good contact, but not really good power, especially against lefties. So those are why those are not in my choices. Next is a Kaiju series. These ones, I don't know. Blake Snell I don't like. Brian Roberts, I don't really like that much either. Corey Kluber is probably one of the better pitchers out of this mix. Sinker, slurve, cutter, four-seam circle. The only thing with Corey Kluber is his pitching clutch is only 86. So runners in scoring position, he might not be the best, but hey, not too bad though. George Brett, John Franco's another one I like. Slower guy, doesn't throw that hard. So if you have somebody that's throwing outlier, then you bring this guy in, slows it down a little bit. He's got really good hits per nine, Ks per nine, walks per nine. He's gonna have really good control. Screwball, sinker, slider, four-seam circle. Screwball is really hard to make contact with the movement. Definitely got to give this guy a try on your team if you have not. Sean Green is probably one of my go-to hitters on this squad because George Brett, they didn't give him no power versus lefties, but theme team wise, he could be really good. And Sean Green's got 108, 90 contact with 105, 82 power. Probably the better hitter out of this pack, but honestly, I still think the choices are going to be Corey Kluber and John Franco out of this pack right here. Next, we go into the boss pack for season 2, and there's not a bad pick out of this. It's going to be a matter of what your team needs. Josh Johnson, Chase Utley, Greg Maddux, Grady Sizemore, and Mariano Rivera. Obviously, bullpen arms are always good, so I like Mariano Rivera out of this pack personally. 118 hits per nine. He's definitely my first choice out of this pack. He was my first choice out of this pack. Cutter, four-seam, sinker, slider, changeup. He also got that 125 clutch, so he's going to be dominant out of the bullpen. Grady Sizemore is not too bad, just that he's going to lack with the contact versus lefty at 92. Obviously, an all-star, even Hall of Fame. This is probably very doable against lefties, and you're not be facing a lot. Well, you might be facing a lot more lefties now, but hey, he can get the job done, and he's going to have good defense as well. Greg Maddux, the professor. I really like this Greg Maddux card. I wish his hits per nine was a little higher, but sinker, circle, cutter, slider, curveball, he can definitely get the job done. And with the 125 pitching clutch, runners in scoring position, that's going to replace his hits per nine. So he's better. He's even better when the runners are in scoring position. So that's kind of scary. Chase Utley, really good card. All basically above 100 and all hitting attributes. The only thing that hurts him is a 97 clutch. So runners in scoring position, he's actually not going to have the better PCI. So he's having a smaller PCI with runners in scoring position. And Josh Donaldson, 109, 113, 107, 125, and 125 clutch. This is probably the best all pure hitter in this pack. So my choices would be Mario Rivera. And if he's like, you know what, I don't need a pitcher, I would pick Josh Donaldson or Greg Maddux. So bullpen arm, starting pitcher, and position player. Those are my three choices. You get the pack 3 times in the program. So Mario Rivera, Josh Donaldson, Greg Maddux are going to be the 3 I choose. Maybe in that order, maybe not in that order, but those are the guys that I'm going to choose. Now, if we go look at Team Affinity, a little bit different here. We have the Incognito packs, obviously. We'll take a look at those in just a second. We have the captains. I don't know if any of these captains are going to be very viable yet, but keep in mind, Vladimir Guerrero, Blue Jays, Yandy Diaz-Rey, stuff like that. They could be very viable in the future, so definitely want to keep an eye on them. Future stars are just fillers. I don't really care for any of the future stars, but let's go ahead and take this Incognito pack from this division. We got Eddie Murray, Kevin Youkilis, Nestor Cortez, Tyler Glasnow, and Jose Berrios. I don't really like any of the pitchers. My choice would be Eddie Murray in this pack, and honestly, I don't even know how he would even fit my lineup. I think there's better options, but out of all these guys, Eddie Murray, switch hitter, first base, it's gotta be my pick if I'm gonna use him. He's gonna be the pick. From the NL East, we get Richard Strider, Jacob deGrom, Roy Halladay, Tim Raines, and John Birdie. Obvious choice here is gonna be Jacob deGrom, 4-seam slider, circle curve, 2-seam. 121 pitching clutch, only 96 hits per 9 though, but the pitching clutch is definitely going to help him out a little bit. Roy Halladay would be really good if he didn't have 85 hits per 9 and only 92 pitching clutch. If those are both above 100, I think Roy Halladay would actually be the pick here, but Jacob deGrom's the pick there. Next, we get Lucas Giolito, Stephen Kwan, Al Kaline, Whit Merrifield, and Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray might not be a bad option here. The only thing that hurts him is the pitching clutch, but 103 hits per 9 is going to help him out. He's got a great pitch mix, 4-seam sinker, slurve, slider, cutter. Got all the pitches. Al Kaline, if you don't really care about power, which actually power is not meant too much. 114, 120 contact. I just don't know if I like his swing, but he's a good option as well. Lucas has great hits per 9, just doesn't have the pitch mix. He's got good pitching clutch. He just only has 4-seam circle, slider, curve, no cutter, no sinker. That's why I don't like him. And with Merrifield's got good contact, less power. So once again, he can play everywhere in the field. So he could be a good utility player for you guys on your team. So not a bad option, but Sonny Gray, Sonny Gray and Al Kaline would probably be my 2 choices out of that pack. And for this pack, we get Ernie Banks, Adam Dunn, Paul Molitor, Roberto Clemente, and Ryan Helsley. I've heard a lot of good things with Ryan Helsley of 125 hits per 9, 115 clutch, 4-seam slider, circle change, and 12-6 curve. Once again, no cutter, no sinker, so could still be really good though. Roberto Clemente always got a good swing, 103, 120 contact, that 78 power versus right, but at parallel 2, he hits that 80 threshold, so at that point, he could be really, really good. I also heard that his swing is a lot better than this year than it was last year. And Paul Molitor, don't really care for him. Adam Dunn, going to be really good against righties, 102, 125, and against lefties, 94, 106. Only 87 pitching clutch, so that's probably why he won't be finding the field for much time there. And Ernie Banks, 99 clutch, 95, 95, 96, 97. Very, at least balanced from both sides. Doesn't hit the 100, though, plus, unless you get on parallel 5. Then who's going to hit that 100, 100, 101, and 102. So then he can be much more viable once he hits that 100 threshold. And for the AL West, we got Lance McCullers, Chili Davis, Jimmy Fox, Kyle Seager, and Mike Napoli. I think Mike Napoli is a clear-cut number 1 here. 111, 108, 115, 111. I still like Carlos Santana being a switch hitter. I really do like him, but Mike Napoli, disgusting. Kyle Seager, that contact versus lefty is what hurts him the most. Jimmy Fox is another good one, but as a contact versus lefty, why would you choose Jimmy Fox over Mike Napoli? Mike Napoli just looks better in general. Chili Davis, 102, 110, 97, 103. This is going to be a really good card right here. If you're good with the swing, I do like Chili Davis a lot. And Lance McCullers, 110 hits per nine, 125 pitching clutch, sinker, slider, curve, circle change, and cutter. Got all the pitches that we need, and 110 hits per nine. This card could be really, really, really good. So Lance McCullers definitely for pitching. Mike Napoli for a hitter. And finally, from the NL West, we get Nick Ahmed, CJ Cron, Max Muncy, Tony Gwynn, and Matt Cain. Not a lot to talk about with this division. This might be one of the worst ones. CJ Cron, 101.90. Definitely got the power. Max Muncy, 87.82. He's lacking in contact. But I imagine there might be a theme team where Max Muncy's really good, like a Dodgers theme team. This card could be absolutely disgusting if it boosts the contact. Tony Gwynn, 125, 125, 60, 70, what you would expect. And the horse Matt Cain on 94 hits per nine, 121 clutch though. Honestly, I would pick Max Muncy because I'm a Dodger fan because I just don't like this pack at all. So Max Muncy would probably be my first pick for the power. Maybe use him in an advance or something. Try to draft him in BR, stuff like that. But those are my choices there. And I want to go talk about something we got in the shop. Something we got in the shop right now, and that's these captain boosts. These are kind of crazy. We got Tall Kings captain Randy Johnson. He will boost pitchers that are 6'6" or taller, so keep that in mind. I haven't done a build with him yet, don't have my team yet, but definitely keep that in mind. We got Sammy Sosa. He boosts people that have more than 50 home runs in a single season. We got Joe Morgan that boosts short players, I believe, 5'9" or shorter. We got Raleigh Fingers, high stamina, so he boosts relievers and closers with 30 or more stamina. We got Cal Ripken Jr., who boosts durability, that have hitters with 99 durability. We got Johnny Bench, 1970s and 1980s hitters. We got Mookie Betts that boosts hitters with 95 or higher arm accuracy. And we got Salvador Perez, who boosts Venezuela-born hitters. So my favorite one in this, probably Cal Ripken, if you see. Plus 10 contact versus right, plus 15 contact versus left, plus 5 fielding ability, and plus 10 batting clutch. I actually built a team with him. Let's go check it out real quick. So here it is. We got Cal Ripken Jr. over at short. With 104, 116 contact, 77, 81 power. And then you got Adam Dunn, 112, 109, 125, 106. Julio, 117, 117, 107, 105. Sammy doesn't get a boost. He's still his stats are the same. We got Corey Seager, 120, 117, 105, 116. Babe Ruth gets a boost, but he's already maxed out everywhere anyway, so 125 across the board. Jock Peterson, 117, 118, 121, 95. And Lindor, 109, 119, 97, 98. And even our bench, Derek Jeter would get a boost, 125, 125, 91, 102. Lou Gehrig, 120, 119, 101, 98. And Ryan Mountcastle, 106, 122, 90, 108. And Christian Yelich, 113, 120, 97, 100. These are some of the other guys that you could use if I boost them by captains. Luis Arias, Joey Meneses, Christian Walker, Tommy Edman, Reese Hoskins, Jeff McNeil, Juan Soto, Jose Estelar, Jose Abreu, Tim Raines could be really good. Joe Torre right there could be really good. Tyler O'Neill even maybe. Some really good cards right there. I haven't done a pitching one yet, but yeah, this is a good old team build with Cal Ripken Jr. I can even substitute Cal Ripken for Derek Jeter once we start the game. For some reason that still works. It's not supposed to work, but it definitely does work when you guys do that. But anyways, those are the boosts. Those are some of my favorite cards in set 2. At least cards that are more affordable or free to get through the programs. Now, as far as like the other packs in the store, some of these cards are really good. The Alter Ego, Brandon Crawford, Larry Walker, and Tom Seaver. If you look at Brandon Crawford, 125, 103, 117, 109, absolutely insane. It's just, he's going to be 100,000 stubs. Same with Larry Walker, 125, 113, 115, 92, 125 clutch. Tom Seaver, 106 hits per 9 with a pitching clutch of 101, four seam, sinker, slider, curve, changeup. Not too bad there. And you have like all the little lure guys, Max Fried, Tom Hankage, Jose Abreu, all them guys. Not too bad. Diamond duos, Aroldis Chapman, 125, 125. Four seam slider, circles, sinker, splitter. Probably the best lefty reliever in in the game right now, but he's also 100,000 stubs. We got Eman Choi, not the greatest, don't really like him, and that's it right there. All right. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this type of video, go ahead, hit that thumbs up, subscribe for new intros, notifications on. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.